we just enjoying this win that we got now, and then come in Friday, watch film to see what we messed up on to get better on, and then when Sunday come, we'll come focus on Hinds.
In all honesty, I would say the very first week of filming in Scuba, Mississippi, I immediately believed, and I think I speak for everyone that was on our crew, that we were documenting something that was special.
EMCC with ball possession, moving left to right, play action, Horsley firing it over the middle, caught, Lanier 5, touchdown, EMCC from 25 yards out of the Lions, strike first, 6-0. Here comes pressure, picked up by Hinds, and now it collapses, and so does Elkins. He's sacked in the backfield inside the 20 by Tim Bonner, and that's going to bring up now 4th down. Mario Lanier's the lone receiver here to the near side. They've got a one-on-one matchup. Now they're going to shift everybody over on the left side. Miller raises his left leg, takes a snap, leaves it on the ground, and Horsley goes into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. Lions score from 4 yards out, and it's now 41-0 with 29 seconds to go. 2016, as far as the regular season, is in the record books, and it's do or die from here on out. EMCC has won 8 straight.
Coach, we're at the end of the regular season. You guys closed it out very well. Just tell me about this team and get ready for the playoffs.
Our big thing is that we've been working on finish. Us finishing what we do. I think we've still got some things to work on. We've got a ways to go with in some different areas. I've got to do a better job with the offensive line. It's just the way it is. I thought our guys, they played well tonight. I thought offensively we played well in spurts. We played really well in spurts. We had a 99.5-yard drive. It was great. But we've got to be consistent, and we've got to finish our drives. And defensively, I think they're finding that groove into their swing. They're finding that swag, whatever it is, and they're swarming, right now and playing very, very well.
The defense played well tonight. Hinds is a heck of a football team, and we knew that coming in. Coach Stevens gave us a directive. He said, play fast, play loose, and have fun, and I think our guys did that. And hopefully we take this momentum into the playoffs, because in East Mississippi, we know there are 2 seasons, the regular season and the playoffs. So we're going to enjoy this. We're going to have fun. Shutouts are hard to come by, especially in college, and the guys deserve it. And then we're going to use this as a springboard for next week.
Got the playoffs starting on Saturday. Do you believe that this offense is playoff ready?
Hope so. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. We got some work to do. We've got to finish some drives and clean some things up. But as a whole, I thought our tempo was really good and our effort was good. I think we snapped it like 52 times in the first half, which was good. And then, of course, the running clock kind of kills that. But I thought their execution was good, and we were going to try to get better at it.
We're season right now. We're in a stride. Now we were post-season play. So the chemistry is there. We're just gelling at all cylinders.
The offense was out there. They're moving the ball up and down the field, and they make it easy to play defense. We're very fortunate to be on a team that has such a prolific offense, because then we can play fast and furious on defense, and I know that we're going to put some points on.
It's all in the pressure in the defensive meeting room. That's where it starts at. The pressure in the defensive meeting room, it builds it all up. Like the coaches get on to us, and we feel like we got to step it up as a team. You know what I mean?
How are you guys going to get mentally prepared for the playoffs next Saturday?
Just keep going. It's a family thing. We just have to keep working together as a family. Get it together, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better games, better days.
You just had a few things to clean up. Do you believe that this team right now is playoff ready?
No, we're not playoff ready at all, and we've got a ways to go, and we've got a lot of work to do over the next 2 or 3 days. We want our guys to come in tomorrow and work well, and get some film work in, and then take a couple days off, and be ready for let's get ready for playoffs.
When it comes to selection, award-winning service, and big savings on new Nissans, Columbus Nissan is the Twin States leader. ColumbusNissan.com is the perfect place to start your search for a new Nissan or certified pre-owned Nissan still under factory warranty. Go online and take a look at our huge inventory. Then head for Columbus Nissan and drive home the Nissan you've been looking for. At Columbus Nissan, you'll always find truckloads of new Nissans in stock and on sale at big savings. We're turning them loose.
you've been here for 12 years, Coach Thompson. Talk about when you first got here compared to what it is now for women's basketball at EMCC.
Just overall, things have just changed tremendously from 12 years ago when I first got here. Just we have a new student union building on campus, for example, so that helps out with the recruiting process. We've had some major upgrades and things done to our gym floor. We repainted it this season, and so we're excited about it. And the guy who painted it actually said that it's guaranteed to win us 2 more home games, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, I served here for 3 years as an assistant with Mark White before he left to go to Tallahassee. And it was a great experience. We were able to have a lot of success, but you know, for me personally, I was able to grow a lot from a coaching perspective because he allowed me to kind of be my own person, and that's kind of where, you know, he kind of threw me into the fire a little bit, and I just kind of trial by fire a little bit, and you know, I was able to grow and able to learn, but also I fell in love with the campus and fell in love with the town. So when the opportunity to come back as a head coach presented itself, you know, being from here and kind of knowing everybody here and not being far removed from when I was an assistant, it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
Tell me what sold you on coming to play at EMCC?
Well, really, Coach Red, he's lived, and Coach Thompson, they're really good people. And I came on a visit here, you know, felt welcome.
To me, first of all, it was because of how many recruits they were getting. You know, they had a guy, Avery Woodson, going to Memphis, had people going to Texas Tech, you know, getting all those good officers. But knowing what their reputation is, they're known for winning. So one thing I could say is that, you know, that's one of my big roles of coming in as they won each and every year, back-to-back regions, made it to Kansas in the last 5 years. So that was pretty good. That was a big take on me coming in.
Drew. Drew, that's my boy. Coach Drew got me here. Like, he came to all my games. It wasn't really hard to make the decision because, like, it's a winning environment. Program here is awesome with Coach B, Coach P, and Coach Drew. Like, it was an easy decision.
Well, it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell, and trying to get kids to come to school in particular, because it is what it is. There's not much here to do, but one thing I make sure I do, as well as my assistants, we don't talk about other programs. We don't bring other programs down. We just try to talk ours up, and that what we're able to do. One of the biggest recruiting tools for us is the living arrangements. The living arrangements and where our athletes live. First, I would probably say, though, Miss Brittany Wagner, our academic counselor, that's probably our biggest seller. And she does a superb job making sure that our kids are academically eligible to pursue careers at four-year colleges or whatever the case may be.
Well, the biggest thing that I think from a recruiting standpoint is that, you know, for anything is that you got to sell them on track record. And what, you know, success do you have as a team? Success that you have as an individual. You know, what can you show the recruit that, hey, we've done this. Hey, we've had guys who, you know, who have done what you're trying to do. You know, we've put guys where they wanted to go. And, you know, we have the track record that proves it. That's the biggest thing that we sell, you know, to recruits is that when you come here, you know, we don't promise anything in terms of, you know, what you're going to average, how many minutes you're going to play, or anything like that. You determine that, and how hard, you know, you work, because, you know, you got to prove it every day. But the few things that I guarantee them, there's only one thing that I guarantee them on a basketball court, is that you're going to work harder than you've ever worked. But you look at the track record and the amount of guys that we've put in my time here, this going into my 5th year, we've put 20-plus guys at the Division I level, and numerous more at D2 and D3 levels. So you have that track record, and you have the evidence, and they've been guys who have been here 2 years, they've been guys who have been here 1 year. So we've had success with all different types of kids. And the biggest thing with that, too, is that whether you're here for 1 year or whether you're here for 2 years, is that you got to meet academic requirements. And, you know, our graduation rate, our academics are to me, second to none. And that's what you have to get, you know, too. That's another selling point, you know, for kids is is, yeah, I'm going to achieve what I want here basketball-wise, but also when I leave here, am I going to have the ability, because I've been on the other side from a college coach coming in here and recruiting, is that the first thing that they want to do is they want to look at the transcript. And they want to know, is it worth my time to recruit the kid? And that's the first thing that they see when they get in here, is that, academically, that the kids here, or if they do their part, that we have the structure in place that's going to give them the ability that when they get done here, they can go anywhere they want.
Just talk about your season last year.
Well, it was a good season. I worked hard, try to finish plays around the basket, make what I can.
T had an outstanding season last year for a freshman, one that I've never seen of all the freshmen I've coached. I think she ended up averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, shooting like 63, 65, somewhere along there percent from the field goals, and just a good kid on the court, off of the court. More importantly, you're not going to have any problems out of her. She goes to class and does what's asked of her, so we're super excited to have her back.
It was a learning experience. I mean, the first time you do something, you as an assistant, when you move one chair over, you kind of see everything from a different perspective. And I've been able to take a lot of things from guys that I've worked with, my previous boss, with Coach Phil Cunningham at Troy, just so many things that I took from him that, I apply into this program. And then other coaches that I've worked for, all the assistants that I worked with, Coach Fletcher, Coach Grant at Troy, and then, playing for Coach Stansberry, seeing things with him, and obviously with Coach White, having such a close working relationship with him for 3 years while I was here. It was, you take all those things in, and you really don't know. It's really not a learning experience until you really are put into it, until you're put in that position. And I started seeing things, from a whole different perspective, just by moving one chair over. But what I didn't want it to do is kind of affect the person that I was. But last year was it was a learning year from all sides, but it was one of the more fun years that I've had coaching, seeing those kids, seeing the work that they put in. Anytime you come into a team that's kind of loaded with sophomores and you're trying to kind of change the way, things are and the way they work a little bit, you butt heads a little bit. But, those kids last year, such high character kids that they bought in, and to see all the work that they put in, and then to see it pay off at the end by going to Kansas, it was for me, it was more gratifying to see them get that experience, because they're the ones that put the work in. So, it didn't end the way we wanted to at Kansas, but, it was great to get there for those kids to play on that stage in front of those coaches and to play for a national championship.
Well, sometimes I've seen teams where they peak too soon, and I think just as we reflect back on last season and sum it up, that we peaked too soon. We started off great, Matt. I mean, wow. We started off just superb, great. And that sometimes, I guess, with that, kids have a tendency to get relaxed and think just because, like when we started division play, we went through the first round of division 6-0, undefeated. And I don't know if we got relaxed with where we are, because it's not like we lost a player or our system or anything changed up. But we got relaxed, and I think we peaked too soon.
Last year was a good season. We played very well. Knowing that coming in, we had all sophomores. We only picked up 2 freshmen, so coming in, we were expected to go a long way. So all in all, it was a great season.
It was real detrimental, losing region by 1 point. Transferred into this season looking real good. Got a bunch of freshmen, real skilled. It's gonna be a great year.
You mentioned bringing in the freshmen. Have you taken on a leadership role to try and help these freshmen get to where they need to be?
Yes, sir. Me and my other sophomore co-captain, Melvin, we took the role of being a leader, and David McFarland took the role of being a leader, and bringing our freshmen together. It's gonna be a big season.
Yes, I did step into that leadership role, so you know, I had to pretty much put a lot of burden on myself, and plus Ontario and our transfer from Charleston Southern, Melvin Brooks. So coming in, you know, I had to put as much on me. And, you know, as the player I am, I love to do things like that.
But there's some good girls. Like, we have some good players, and I feel like we'll go for it this year.
Talk about the coaching staff for me and how much they've helped you overall.
Okay, starting with Drew, you know, each and every day Drew tells me I need to work on this, I would need to work on that. Okay, you need to get to doing this and doing that. Okay, well, Coach Pete, he's saying that, okay, I got to be the #1 guy, I got to do this. You know, I got to lead them in doing this. But with Coach Billy, he really brings me to a point as to where, hey, I got to do this, I got to do this. Hey, I got to lead this team into doing this, because he pushes us every single day. It's not a day that go by he doesn't push us in it. And, you know, doing shoot around, it's just the same way as practice. Shoot around feels like practice because everything is at a fast pace. You're doing game speed.
Coach P taught me how to stay, use my head, slow down, attack. Coach Billy, he worked me real hard, skill-wise, ball handling, defense, rebounding. Then Drew, he don't let me Drew don't let me at all give up or settle for anything. Like, Drew makes sure I'm giving 100%. He don't let me be lazy or nothing.
This season, when we fix what we need to fix, we're gonna be a good team, and we're gonna go maybe further than last year.
A win. It's a big season. We got a lot of people on our back behind us. We got a lot of people watching this. They all looking forward to us winning the championship, and we plan on winning. Hopefully, all 3 of them.
I look forward to winning the state championship. I look forward to winning the region, and I look forward to winning the national championship this season.
Since 1985, Pryor Morrow has been changing Mississippi's landscape, growing from a 2-man small business to one of Mississippi's most trusted names in architecture by working closely with clients to design strong, innovative buildings. Pryor Morrow's architects, engineers, and interior designers work tirelessly from conception to completion to see your building constructed to the highest standards. For more information, visit us online at PryorMorrow.com or look for us on Facebook and Twitter.
Coach, Gulf Coast, this Saturday playoffs once again. Just talk about the rivalry between these two schools.
Well, it's kind of happened to where, rivalry or not, it's just happened to be where, when we've wanted to win a championship or had to win a championship, we've played them a lot of the time, and that's I guess that causes a bit of a rivalry. But for us, it's the next game. Doesn't matter who it is, but it's just like I said, it's happened to be where it's been them the last few years.
I thought our guys have had a really good effort all week. I think they've been pretty locked in, pretty focused, just trying to get ready for this game. I mean, we know Gulf Coast is going to be up for it, and always a challenge, and they always do a good job. So we've got to be spot on and doing the things we're capable of doing. So I think they've done a good job preparing, and hopefully we'll keep going, get one more good work day, and then a little bit of a mental sharpen up day tomorrow, and ready to go.
Well, we played in week 2, and we were fortunate to come out on top with a victory. And throughout the season, your team dynamics change, your personnel changes, and they've evolved and they've gotten better. We've gotten better, so it should be a great game Saturday here in Scuba.
Well, it should give them a little bit of confidence going in knowing that they've beat them before, but it doesn't mean anything because they're a little bit different team than they were. They have more of an identity on defense, and offensively they seem to be doing a lot better and scoring more points than they were early in the year. So to us, it doesn't mean anything. It still has to be, we lose Saturday, we're done, and we're packing up the equipment, starting workouts on the next Monday. So I don't think the guys want that, and I think that's momentum enough for what we have to and drive enough or whatever they need to motivate them. I think it's motivation enough for them to do what they need to do.
EMCC, your 2009 state champions.
Escapes more pressure, just running around, throws it up deep for the end zone. He has Connor who catches it. Touchdown! EMCC Esther! That's the goal to boast against. Dumps it deep down the middle of the field, and he has a man and caught it! And that is Antoine Atkins! Touchdown, EMCC! Is out on the field across the way. They're going to be wearing their white jerseys, white pants. They've got their silver helmets and blue marking on each sleeve. They're going to have the blue numbers. EMCC is going to be wearing red jerseys, black pants, and black helmets. The skull and crossbone logo on each side, and they're about to run out onto the field because we're 1 minute away from kickoff between East Mississippi Community College and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Charlie, keys to the game.
Well, for East Mississippi, I know we say this a lot, but it's do what you do, and by that I mean you have to stay in the moment. There is so much going on. It's so easy to think about next week, but all you have to do is think about this game, the particular play in front of you, and just play their brand of football, and they'll be just fine.
Twin trip receivers near side, one to the far. It's a play action, firing it to Brooks Shannon here near side, and he's going to get inside the 30, down the near sideline. He's going to step out of bounds in the neighborhood of the 22-yard line. So another first down for the Lions. 12:57 to go first quarter. They show him pressure again. Here they come, but EMCC picks him up. They fire it over the middle. He has Shannon open, caught it to the 5. He rolls towards the end zone. Touchdown, EMCC. And the Lions strike on their opening drive at 6-0. 12:52 to go first quarter. Moving from right to left is Gulf Coast. They bring a man in motion. Now here's the snap. They give it to Tyrod Daniels. He's going to be hit at the 30-yard line, and he does not get it. And EMCC will take over there at their own 30.
What a job by the defensive front that time. You can't call one guy. You'd have to call every one of them.
Well, 1st and 10 to go. The snap for their own 24. Back to pass. He's hit, and he is going to be sacked inside the 15-yard line. Coming up with a huge sack is DJ Henderson. Here's the snap to Sisson. He's going to hand it to his fullback. A little trickeration on the flea flicker, and Sisson throws it down the field. Has a man open, but it's taken away by EMCC. Intercepted at the 15-yard line. Oh, man, what a play by Duke Upshaw. 4th down and goal to go for Sisson and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Sisson takes the snap, leaves it with Daniels, hits one of his offensive linemen, and he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. And EMCC is going to get it back at their own 1.
Dakota Allen got through and made the hit and stops that play short. You mentioned it, Jason. He hit a lineman, but Dakota Allen was pushing that lineman right back into him.
12 receivers either side, races it again. Here's the snap at the waist, back to pass. Plenty of time this time. Fires it deep over the middle, and it is caught. Raphael Leonard, touchdown EMCC.
Well, beautiful.
That is actually Calvin Keys Jr. Boy, his 13 to me is looking like number 10, but I knew the body size wasn't as big as Leonard when I said it. But 12 receivers either side, ball placed near hash, back to pass, and gets rid of it just in time. And catch against Mario Lanier over his shoulder between the hash and the numbers at the 15-yard line, and he's going to roll down at the 11. We'll wait the snap back by Stansel. Here's the snap back, good hold by Wood, and it's end over end through the uprights and good. So a 26-yard field goal is good by Taylor Crabtree. 9 seconds to go. Sisson with a snap on the 46 of EMCC. Throws an interception at the 40. And he may go down the near sideline, and that's Diamante Pound. Stays inbound. Ricochets off some folks at the 25, and he's going out of bounds near the 20-yard line with no time on the clock. Here's the snap by DeAndre Johnson with their own 42, and he's going to go up the middle and bounce it to the near side. He's going to have the first down and more. He's going to run down the numbers, has the block, inside the 30, inside the 25, and he's going to roll down around the 24-yard line. Great run by DeAndre Johnson on 3rd down. Taylor Crabtree will kick it. Here's the snapback. Here's the hold. The kick. End over end. It is good. And EMCC has cut into that lead. It is now 24-20. Gulf Coast on top with 14:25 remaining here in this football game. So second down and 13 to go on the snap. Back to pass. Pocket collapses, and they're going to sack him back at the 23-yard line. That defensive front gets some pressure there, and they were able to bring Sisson down, Charlie. They snap it from their own 22. Sisson rolls to his right, fires it, and hit hard is going to be Lester Wells as soon as he caught that football at the 29-yard line.
Well, that was Jallo who came up, and TJ Jallo puts the big hit on the play.
Ball left hash, moving left to right. Johnson with the snap, with 8 to snap it, fires it left side on a little slant. Willis breaks free. He's inside the 20. He's going to be inside the 15, rumbling towards the end zone, but he's going to be drugged down from behind inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. And all of a sudden, now there's some fire on this near sideline, guys. Comes some motion. This Brooks Shannon from far side of the ear, and it's a fake of the give, and goes straight up the middle towards the goal line. Does he score? No. Yeah, touchdown.
Well, what we just say, B.J. Miller actually leads this team in rushing touchdowns. That's his 7th now. Obviously the second string quarterback, but he is a true threat inside the red zone.
The EMCC on top, about to get the ball back and having a leap up, and it's blocked. Blocked by EMCC, and it's going to roll around the 25, picked up by the Lions. Twin receiver stacked here near side. Here's the snap. Back to pass. And hit from behind. And the ball's loose. Let's see who has it. There's a scramble for it. EMCC says they have it. And they do. The Lions up by 3 with 1:44 to go. May have just sealed the deal.
Dakota Allen comes out of there with the football at the 21-yard line. There was backside pressure behind the quarterback, and he just got hit and couldn't hold on to it.
Now 5 seconds, and it is over. EMCC will advance to the state championship game, and the redemption season continues to roll on. 27-24. The Lions thought they would be in this position a year ago, but had everything cut short because of penalties and disqualifications. But now they'll play for a state championship right here in Scuba at 2 p.m. next Saturday.
You did a great job. In spite of me, in spite of them, you did a great job. You sucked it up. You played hard. You continued to hammer away. Hey, great job today, guys. Hey, good job. Hey, let me tell you something. You kept fighting. I couldn't be prouder right now. But we got one more.
One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.